I'm Gopal, and welcome back to day two demo session ESL New Delhi. Okay, so if you haven't watched my video one, I'll request you to check out. The link is already given on my YouTube channel. And this is day two. So again, we are going to start with the greeting words. As I told you that every day you're going to get, new things, and whatever we have learned, on day one, that means I'm going to add some more content, especially for those who actually are working hard. So I would like to give a big shout out to all hardworking guys. Okay, so here we go now. How are ya? This is the first greeting word. We have already done it. I told you ya is what? To understand native speaker, you must understand these these words. So ya means you. Okay, yeah, that means what? You. So how are ya? That means what? How are you? Okay. And the second thing is that you can also ask how is it going? And I told you instead of going, you can say going. Okay. And how is how's okay, so how's it going? Okay, this is the way you can speak. Okay, the possible answer, how are ya means what? How are you? That means you already know that person and you want to know how are you. Okay, so there's so many possible answers, and as I told you, I'll give you many vocabs. So here you can say I'm good, I'm fantastic, I'm fabulous, how about you? Okay, so it depends on situation, which we are going to practice during class session. Okay, live, especially live session. Okay, so instead of how is it going, you can say how's it going. Okay, now the next one is the possible answers here for this question is I'm good. Okay, how about you? How about you? How about yeah? Okay, so instead of about, you can say about. Okay, and instead of you can say yeah. How about yeah? Okay, this is up to you. Okay, the possible answers can be can't complain if you want to say it's not so good. Okay, so you can say in another way that can't complain, or in American accent you can say can't complain. In British, can't complain. Okay, I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. Okay, I've been better in American as well as in Australian accent. You can say I've been better, not so good, not too bad. Especially better is American accent. Remember, better is Australian. So I've been better, not so good, not too bad. So these are the possible answers you're having. Now we are going to move another one. And just a second, yeah. How have you been? What you have been up to? You might have heard, these sort of sentences. So this, when actually we can ask, how have you been, or what have you been up to? Since you met last time, or since you discussed something on phone, from that point of time till now, what have you been up to? Okay, in short, you can say, have you been? How you doing? Okay, this is totally up to you. So now another possible question that you do have is how's new with you, or how's new with on? Okay, how's is what? What is? It's here. What is? Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, instead of saying what is going on. Okay, how your world is? That means what? How's going on means what? How your world is. Okay, this is a similar question. So possible answer, you can give is not much, not a lot, not a, again American. Okay, in American style you can say not a lot. Okay, not a. Okay, as usual, keeping busy instead of saying keeping busy. Some exciting stuff. But remember, if you're saying some exciting stuff, you must have the next answer. What is that? Because they can ask you what some exciting stuff you're having. Okay, so you should be ready with that. Okay, fine. Okay, and we do have now more stuff for you guys. What's happening? What's happening, guys? So instead of saying what is happening, you can say what's happening. Fine. And you must have heard, the quite possible answer, when you are going to greet someone in morning. So maybe you'll get reply morning instead of good morning. You'll get, you'll get only morning. Okay, so this is also one possible way, but remember, it's not that much formal. Okay, today we are going to learn a few more things, how to answer, someone who is going to thank you. Thank you. Remember it, how to pronounce it. Okay, so yeah, it's not all the time you have to say you are welcome or you're welcome. Okay, we do have many answers depending on situation. It's not you're welcome all the time. Fine, you're quite welcome. You're very welcome. When I can say you're very welcome, if someone is going to say thank you very much, so what exactly you're going to reply? You're very welcome. Okay, another way is, you're so welcome. When you can say you're so welcome, if someone is going to tell you thank you so much, oh, you're so welcome. Fine, thank you so much. You're so welcome. You're most welcome. So instead of saying most here, because you can make T silent or maybe very soft. So you can also say you're most welcome. No problem. My pleasure. My pleasure. Or pleasure in UK. In American way, you can say my pleasure. Okay. Thank you. You may have heard, if you're going to thank someone, they can say, "Oh, thank you." You have to pressurize, if you're going to say, "Oh, thank you." Okay, why? Because I would like to thank you because you invited in your program. So I should say, "Oh, thank you." Okay, so in that situation, you need to pressurize on you. Sure, sure thing. Again, informal. Remember it. Thank you, sure. Okay, of course. And then we do have another way. Another way is, thanks again, of course. No worries, no worries. Okay, that means I can do it, and it was nothing for me actually. So no worries. Don't worry about it. It's not about. You can say about it. Okay. Don't mention it. No need to thank me. Actually, it was easy for me. Anytime, anything for you. Anything, anytime. Especially, you must have heard, if someone, especially a child, when he or she is going to, thank, that means what? If he or she is going to thank you, means what? You can say anytime, anything for you, anything, anytime. This is the way. And remember it, you must understand the formal and informal concept we generally discuss in detail during live session. Okay. But in case if you're having any doubt, because it's a demo session, so even after that, you feel free to drop me a message on my WhatsApp number, or you can comment in chat box. Don't worry about that. So the next one is how to reply instead of saying, you're welcome. You can say, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to be there. I'm happy to be here. Depends on situation. Again, I'm happy to help you. It was nothing. Okay. No sweat is completely informal way to reply. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So these are the possible ways where you can avoid saying you're welcome, and you can utilize these sentences and vocabulary. Now, the next part that we do have every day in our live session is common mistakes or grammar related issues. But if you want any kind of detailed grammar class, you can join another course. And here we do have some basic concept tips every day for our students, those who are actually joining our live session, especially for spoken English. Okay, she got only passing marks is wrong, and the right answer is she got only pass marks. You must have heard in India, generally people say, I want passing marks. No, that's not correct. Okay, she got only pass marks. Okay, he gave me many advices. Remember, it's completely wrong. Many pieces of advice. You should remember uncountable noun. Okay, and that's why you cannot say he gave me many advices. No, many pieces of advice. And remember, advice is noun and advice is verb. So make sure that not only pronunciation but spelling should be very correct. Okay. Now, make sure. Okay, how you can use it. Make sure means what? Like you should be, firm about something first. Okay, so we went to the office. This is the one example, or you can understand it. We went to office to make sure if our exams or examination would start in the next week. Okay, so this is how you can use your word, and we are going to practice more, these sort of stuff in our class. I'll give you more sentences. There is no place means what, or there's no space on the bench. Is it right way to say? No. There is no room on the bench, especially when you're traveling in car or on train. You can say there's no room. Okay, this is how actually you have to use. Now, he is true to his word. His words is wrong because here words means what? Here word means you're actually making promise. So whenever it is having a sense related to promise, what you have to use is it's true to his word. Okay, this is how you should not back out your word. Fine, we have already completed, day one, and do your action means we were talking about the first person and second person. Now today we are going to discuss about third person, but we are going to add, day one as well as day two formula. Okay, not mathematical one. The concept that we are going to discuss today is about third person, but here, of course, we cannot forget first and second person. Okay, so. So this is the way, like, do your action that we have already learned, but today we do have third person. So you need to, make it here a few changes, and that is you need to add s and es once in a sentence. Okay, so because earlier you used to ask question with do, now here you'll say does. Okay, does he action? And in answer, he or she plus action plus s and es. Remember it. I don't action in first and second person case. And third person case, he doesn't make t soft or silent action. So only once you need to add s or es. Remember it. So when I'm talking about first person, what exactly you can say? Do you take a shower? Possible answer, yeah, I take a shower. Now, what about third person? Does she take a shower? She takes a shower. Remember, this is how you're going to answer. Negative answer, she doesn't take a shower. Okay, so there is a difference between look, see, and watch. I think we have discussed earlier, but once again, no problem. Look for a short period of time. Maybe you're going to change direction also. So look at the boat. Okay, watch very carefully when you're watching TV. I'm watching TV. Look for short period of time. Maybe you need to change direction also. It's not compulsory, but duration is very less. Like your teacher can say, look at the boat. Hmm? Look at me there. Watch very carefully. I'm watching a horror movie. I'm watching news. I'm watching television. See, normally. When you're going to a hill station, actually you're going to use word see, because it's not all the time you're going to watch. It's not all the time you're going to look, but of course, see normally. Okay. Now, throw the party means what? Stand the party means what? Actually, same. Throw the party. Today is my birthday, so I want to throw the party. This is how. Okay, because you want to actually throw it. You want to stand the party. So, how you're going to celebrate it with your friends? Okay, so do you throw the party? I throw the party. Does she throw the party? No, she doesn't throw the party. She throws the party as positive answer. Okay, fine. Wash the dish. Does he wash the dish? No, no, he doesn't wash the dish. Do you fall asleep? Fall asleep is a phrasal stuff. So yeah, generally when I have to study till 12 or 1, I fall asleep. Okay, fine. Take a nap. Do you take a nap? A short period, a short period that you're utilizing to take a nap, maybe daytime. So it's totally up to you. So does she take a nap? Yeah, she takes a nap. Do you answer your mail? Yeah, I answer my emails, but she doesn't answer her emails. Do you turn off the lights? Yeah, I turn off the lights, but she doesn't. This is how you can practice. Generally, we do have long practice session during our live session, as I already informed you. Do you turn off the alarms? Yeah, I turn off the alarms at 5. And do you arrive home? Yeah, I arrive home. Okay, don't add 2. Okay, because if you want to add to, then add, like you can say to my home, but generally you need to avoid it. There's a grammatical concept, okay, behind it. I'll tell you why later during live session. So do you arrive home? Yeah, I arrive home. Okay. And do you wash your face or do you splash your face? Okay. Yeah, I do splash my face, but he doesn't splash his face. Okay. Do you read in bed? Yeah, of course I read in bed. It's very difficult all the time to sit and do finish your stuff, but he doesn't read in bed. Got it? This is how you can make your sentence for third person, second person, and first person. Do you meet the teacher? I meet the teacher, but he doesn't meet the teacher. Do you itch God? Have you heard? So itching head. Okay, during examination. So do you itch? Yeah, I itch, but he doesn't itch. Having some problem. Bunk your lecture. You're not attending actually. And you didn't inform why. So that means you're bunking your lecture. So does she bunk the lecture? Yeah, she bunks the lectures. Okay. Do you pretend? I don't pretend. He pretends. Do you mooch around? You're having no aim and you're moving here and there with your friends or maybe alone. So mooch around and hang around, going and standing and talking with your friends at a place. So hang around. So I don't hang around, but she hangs around. Or I don't hang around, but he hangs around. This is how you can, utilize these actions in your daily life. Do you abuse? I don't abuse, but she abuses or he abuses. Do you speak French? Yeah, I speak French, but he doesn't speak French. Do you copy in examination hall? I don't copy, but my friend, he copies. Okay. Do you speak bluntly? No, I don't speak, but she speaks. She. Just kidding. Okay. Start work at 9 a.m. Yeah, of course, I start work at 9 a.m., but my colleague, he doesn't start work at 9 a.m. Do you take your medication? I take my medication, but he doesn't take his medication. Do you get into your pajamas? Of course, I get into my pajamas. Do you set the alarm at 5? Yeah, I set the alarm at 5, but he doesn't set the alarm at 5. Do you chill out on the sofa? Of course, I do. I chill out on the sofa, but she doesn't chill out on the sofa. Does she put makeup on? Yeah, she puts makeup on. Do you check my emails? Yeah, I check your emails, but she doesn't check your emails. This is how you can practice. Okay, make your phone calls. Okay, so do you make phone calls? Yeah, very frequently, 10 times in a day. I make phone calls, but he doesn't make even a single phone call. Do you organize a meeting? I do organize the meeting, but he doesn't organize even a single meeting in a month. Do you report to your principal? Of course, if you're a teacher, then you can say, I report to my principal, but she doesn't report to our principal. Go to gym. Yeah, I go to gym. I don't go to gym. He goes to gym. Do you meditate? Of course, I meditate, but he doesn't meditate. Do you go grocery shopping? I do go grocery shopping once in a month, but he doesn't go grocery shopping. Get home. Do you get home? I told you, you cannot say, go to home. Okay. So you need to say, do you get home? And then there is a difference between come home and get home. Come home means what? This means what? You were here at home and now someone wants you to come back. But get home, you don't want to say where exactly you are and you have to go home now. Okay. So get home. And I go home is correct, and I go to my home is also correct, but you cannot say I go to home. Yeah, more explanation and more practice session we do have during you know live class. So I hope you must have liked it. If you're having any question, drop your questions in chat box or maybe on WhatsApp. Okay, please join our course. And if you're having any sort of problem, we are available 24/7. You can visit on our website or directly you can register for this 90 days crash course. Okay, thank you so much. Ciao, bye bye. Do take care of yourself. Thank you.